Hey, what is happening, guys? This is Orca, and you're watching the benchmark video for Ninja Gaiden 4. Here we have all settings uh, at 1080p, high settings, default settings, without any DLSS or FSR, using the RTX 5060 TUF F16 laptop with 16 GB of RAM and 14650HX processor. So you can see the game runs quite smooth at around 80 to 90 FPS, 75 degrees GPU temperature, 97% GPU usage, and 80 to 85 degrees CPU temperature, which is the only thing that I don't like so much. Everything else, the game looks awesome, runs really well, really smooth, and this is absolutely playable, and that just happened. So these kind of things did happen a bit because I'm not accustomed to playing Ninja Gaiden, let's just say that. And by the way, I'm just playing in this some mode is there, like story mode or something like that, wherein I don't think I'm taking much damage, but still this is just to show you the FPS of how the game runs with this laptop. And I just have one 16 GB slot. This has been, by the way, recorded using the Elgato HD60S Plus, so it is pure FPS and not shadow play or anything like that. Graphics look good. Settings are all at high, and playability is pretty smooth. I would say this is like very good, almost mostly around 90 FPS. But then we have decent amount of enemies, not like crazy, but this is not bad also, right? I mean, this much is pretty nice. And if you see, the CPU power usage is going around 55 to 60 watts, which is not bad. RAM usage is around 13.5 gigs. And the temperature of CPU is the only critical thing that I realized. It crosses 80, which I guess in a laptop is pretty fine. It's not the end of the world. So here is some free fall running around where there are no enemies with rain and all in the outer world. So you can see that FPS dip to around the 70s, high 70s and low 80s. So that's what you can expect. Now there is a boss fight here. And by the way, I have made a bit of cuts so that things can go a bit more smooth. And as the video is getting a bit too long, so I thought let's just have a few cutscenes run pretty fine at around, again, 80 to 75 to 80 FPS. So I have one boss fight here. She's, I think, pretty badass, and the particle effects and all that, everything is quite nice at 1080p. So this graphics card can manage most of it very well. And even if you see the clocks of the card are very high, 2760 megahertz. And also this is not in performance mode or any other silent mode or something like that. In Armory Kit, it is in what is that called? The highest turbo mode. Sorry, yeah. I just got stuck for a while thinking about that. Yeah, so it is in turbo mode, and I think it runs pretty well. Just enjoy the fight a bit. I think she has two phases. There's one more fight with her again later on, and I'll show you some more gameplay at 1440p also, and with DLSS enabled and all that. So right now DLSS is not even enabled, and we are at 80s and mid 70s to 80s, and this is a pretty taxing fight, so I think it's kind of good. This is not that bad. I thought like it would be worse when I saw how the particle effects and all are in this game, but it seems to be pretty okay. So now from here we move on. So let's go and change DLSS. Let's enable it. See, everything is high. That object quality is one of the settings which you have to restart the game to enable or change. Okay, just keep that in mind. And object quality makes a lot of difference. If you decrease the object quality, you'll get insane amount of this thing, FPS. But it makes everything look a little bit blander. So now we have enabled DLSS. This game is very strange. It doesn't have DLSS quality or balance. We don't know what exactly we're enabling. So just enable DLSS. You'll get around anywhere from 100 to 120 FPS, which is not bad, I guess. And this is the other fight. I have definitely done a few cuts. There is a few section in between. So I don't want to spoil many things for the people who want to play the game also. So I have to keep that also in check. So making that note. So again, see the cutscenes go to around 200 to 220 FPS. And this is one thing which I like. There are a lot of games, you know, that just keep the cutscenes at 30 FPS and that just ruins everything. And by the way, I didn't talk about the frame time. Throughout the game, frame time has been pretty smooth. Also, this is not recorded in HDR, even though I can do it, but let's just for now skip, make everything in HDR, because I think the workflow is quite crazy and I don't want to go through that. As it is, I'm not getting enough time to release videos regularly in this channel. Been quite few gaps, so I'll try to be much more regular going forward. But see, you can see in this fight that we are still reaching above 100 FPS, 120 and all, so it's not bad. And this is, yeah, like I said, on DLSS at 1080p, but DLSS 1080p, that is expected, right? And also I didn't see any option for frame gen, so I'm not sure whether it is there or not. And like I said, this game doesn't give you the option of different kinds of DLSS. Also in this footage that I'm showing you, which was captured live, I have disabled variable refresh rate. I mean variable refresh rate as in where it compensates to get some kind of frame rate, you know, that option is disabled in the settings. So it's good. The GPU is constantly cool. So the ASUS TUF F16 seems to have pretty fantastic GPU cooling, and the CPU cooling is okay. I won't say it is the best, but not bad at all. And GPU power, it's not, this game doesn't even take it to like 100 watts, you know. There are many other games which crossed 100 watts and 110 watts and all it had reached, but in this case it's more like higher 80s and 90s max that I've seen. But clock speed 2700 and above, fixed at that, and that is like fantastic, because that is not the default clock speed of the 5060 for the laptop as well as the desktop. Okay, so this is running at much higher clock speeds, so it is decently cool and it runs pretty well. So now after this we'll just try the same thing in the middle of this battle itself. Now we'll go to DLSS enabled, which was already enabled, but then we'll change the resolution to 1440p and see what happens. Because yeah, right, 1440p, is it playable? Yes, here we go. So this is 1440p, 70, 60. Oh wow, mid 60s, 50s. Okay, we are reaching 50s. Still not bad. Majority of the frames, I would say the average would be around 65, 70 or something like that. But it did go to 47 once. So yeah, this game hits pretty hard even with DLSS at higher resolution. So I wouldn't be trying 4K anytime soon. And it would have been a far better choice, you know, if the developers had given the option to have different kinds of DLSS. Maybe they will add that in the future, but for now it's not there, so we have to make do with what we have. Also guys, I have made other videos, gameplay videos of God of War as well as gameplay videos of Assassin's Creed Shadows, so you can have a look at those also. And in the meantime, just enjoy this battle. I'll not spoil the game so much. and this is maybe a few hours into the game, 1 hour or slightly more. So it's not like it was done in one shot. So yeah, the GPU and the laptop was pretty much stressed. So because that is the way, right? You know whether the laptop performs really well or not. It shouldn't be like you pay for 10 minutes and then post a video saying that, oh, it performs outstanding. Okay guys, so I think this is it. It definitely reaches in the 50s at 1440p. We'll see you in the next video. Adios. And let me know which game do you want in the next video for this laptop. Thank you.